Developing new habits can be a bit of a struggle, but it's also a fantastic opportunity to improve your life. It's really nice to learn that starting new habits doesn't have to be overwhelming. By breaking down the process into simple, manageable steps and incorporating expert advice, you can create and sustain habits that will bring about lasting positive change. Now let's explore some practical strategies for developing habits. We'll discuss a range of topics, including establishing clear and specific objectives, as well as acknowledging and appreciating small accomplishments throughout the process. As we go along, we'll use insights from psychology and behavioral science to support you on your journey. Stick with us until the very end to fully maximize this journey. If you find this content useful, it would be great if you could show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement is greatly appreciated. Shall we begin? Number 1. Begin with small. Starting a new habit is most effective when you begin with a small, manageable version of it. B.J. Fogg, a behavioral scientist at Stanford University, suggests that beginning with tiny habits can help establish momentum more effortlessly. Instead of setting a big, ambitious goal that might seem daunting, try focusing on a smaller action that doesn't require much effort. For instance, if you're looking to incorporate regular exercise into your routine, you can begin by dedicating a mere 5 minutes to physical activity every day. This approach is designed to reduce resistance and promote consistency. As you continue with this habit, you can gradually increase its duration or intensity, allowing it to become a natural part of your routine. It's all about creating a habit that's so effortless you won't be able to resist it. When you begin with small steps, you increase your chances of achieving immediate success. These victories can enhance your motivation and self-assurance, paving the way for larger transformations down the line. Number 2, provide specific details. Having a clear understanding is essential when it comes to developing new habits. According to a study conducted by psychologist Dr. Gail Matthews from the Dominican University of California, individuals have a higher chance of accomplishing their objectives when they establish clear definitions for them. Instead of setting vague intentions like, "I want to read more," try to be more specific about what you want to achieve. Perhaps a more specific objective could be to read a chapter of a book each night before going to sleep. Being specific not only helps you understand what needs to be done, but it also makes it easier to determine when you have achieved your objective. In addition, providing clear details can help avoid confusion and minimize the likelihood of delaying tasks. When you clearly define your habit, it becomes easier to take action as you have a clear understanding of what is expected of you. Being precise in your approach can make the habit more practical and improve your chances of maintaining it in the long run. Number 3. Anchor your new habit to a current routine. Incorporating a new habit into your daily routine can be more impactful when you connect it to an existing habit, using a method called habit stacking. According to James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, one effective strategy for forming new habits is to build them on top of existing habits. This way, you establish a clear cue for when to engage in the new behavior. For example, if you already brush your teeth every morning, you might consider adding a 5-minute meditation session right after. Establishing a routine can help to reinforce the new behavior, making it more likely to be remembered and carried out. Habit stacking taps into the power of your current routines, making it easier to start a new behavior. As you continue practicing, this linked sequence will gradually become second nature, seamlessly integrating the new habit into your everyday routine. When you anchor new habits to established routines, they become more consistent and sustainable. Number 4, utilize reminders and triggers. Adding reminders and triggers can greatly improve your ability to develop new habits. Reminders, like setting an alarm on your phone or placing sticky notes in strategic spots, act as visual or auditory cues that prompt you to do what you need to do. Charles Duhigg, in his book, The Power of Habit, highlights the significance of cues when it comes to forming habits. Triggers can be quite effective as they can disrupt your usual behavior and redirect your focus toward the habit you wish to cultivate. Just imagine if you keep your running shoes right by your bed, it can be a gentle nudge to start your day with a refreshing morning jog. Through the use of reminders and triggers, you can establish a structured environment that promotes the development of habits, ultimately solidifying the new behavior until it becomes automatic. Number 5. Keep an eye on your progress. Keeping track of your progress can be a great way to solidify new habits. Research conducted by Dr. Benjamin Harkin and colleagues at the University of Sheffield suggests that individuals who monitor their progress have a higher likelihood of accomplishing their objectives. By keeping a habit tracker or journal, you can easily see your progress and the results of your consistent efforts. It can be quite inspiring, particularly on days when you may not feel as motivated to maintain your routine. Keeping track of your progress is important because it allows you to recognize any patterns and make adjustments to your strategy if needed. For instance, if you find yourself frequently skipping your evening workout, you could consider shifting it to the morning. Keeping track of your progress regularly helps you stay on track and maintain your focus, which ultimately increases your chances of achieving long-term success. Number 6. Keep your attention on the reward. Our brains are naturally wired to seek out rewards, which can be a useful tool for establishing new habits. According to Dr. Judson Brewer, a psychiatrist and neuroscientist, the brain's reward-based learning process consists of 3 components: a cue, a behavior, and a reward. When you keep your attention on the positive results of your new habit, like the boost of energy you get from a morning workout, or the sense of calm that comes from meditating, you strengthen the behavior and increase its chances of becoming a lasting part of your routine. As time goes on, your brain begins to link the habit with positive emotions, which can be a strong incentive to keep going. It's important to recognize and value the immediate and long-term benefits of your habit, such as improved health, enhanced mood, and a feeling of achievement. Number 7. Ensure it's a pleasant experience. Adding a touch of fun to your routine can make it more enticing and simpler to stick with. Gretchen Rubin, the author of The Happiness Project, highlights the importance of making our habits enjoyable to increase our chances of maintaining them. When a new habit starts to feel like a chore, it becomes harder to stay committed. For instance, if you're looking to get into running, you might want to try listening to some of your favorite tunes or an interesting podcast while you're out for a jog. When you combine the habit with something enjoyable, it becomes a more pleasant experience and increases the likelihood of you doing it again. As you continue to embrace this habit, it gradually transforms from a mere obligation into a seamless part of your daily routine. Number 8. Choose a time and location for the meeting. It's important to establish a consistent routine when trying to develop new habits. A helpful strategy is to designate a specific time and location for your desired behavior. Dr. Wendy Wood, a psychology professor and author of Good Habits, Bad Habits, highlights the significance of maintaining consistency when it comes to forming habits. When you set a particular time and location for your habit, it establishes a consistent routine that strengthens the behavior. For instance, if you choose to journal every morning at the kitchen table after breakfast, you create a well-defined routine that becomes more manageable as you go along. Consistency is key in developing automaticity, where the habit becomes ingrained in your daily routine effortlessly. Number 9. Find someone to hold you accountable. It's always helpful to have someone to talk to about your goals. Sharing your goals with someone can really help you stay committed to forming a new habit. Dr. Robert Cialdini, a well-known psychologist, has conducted research that highlights the importance of social influence and accountability in driving behavior change. When you include an accountability partner, such as a friend, family member, or a group, you establish a support system that motivates you to stay focused. Having a partner to support you can make a big difference in staying motivated, receiving encouragement, and staying on track with your goals. Regular check-ins from your partner can help keep you accountable and motivated. When others are aware of your goals, it can create a sense of responsibility, increasing the likelihood that you will follow through with your habit. Number 10. Remember to stay patient and persistent. Developing a new habit requires some time, and it's important to have patience with yourself as you go through the process. Did you know that it can take quite a while to develop a new habit? Research conducted by Dr. Philippa Lally from University College London suggests that it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days. The time it takes depends on factors like how complex the behavior is and how consistent you are in practicing it. It's important to keep in mind that habit formation takes time and doesn't happen overnight. By recognizing this, you can set realistic expectations for yourself and prevent feelings of discouragement. Don't let setbacks discourage you. Keep pushing forward and never give up. Every time you engage in the habit, you're reinforcing the neural pathways linked to that behavior, which makes it more effortless to do in the future. When you are patient and persistent, the habit will gradually become ingrained in your routine. Number 11. Make necessary adjustments as required. Being open to change is crucial when adopting new habits. At times, even with our best efforts, a habit may not align with our lifestyle or prove to be too difficult to sustain. According to Dr. Kelly McGonigal, a health psychologist, it's important to be receptive to making changes to your approach if you find that something isn't yielding the desired results. If you discover that your initial plan isn't sustainable, make adjustments to better align with your requirements. For instance, if you decide to exercise for an hour every day but realize it's taking up too much time, you can try reducing it to 30 minutes or splitting it into 2 shorter sessions. It's important to maintain the habit, even if it requires making adjustments. It's important to be flexible and open-minded, to stay dedicated to the ultimate objective, while also making it more attainable given your specific situation. Number 12. Picture yourself achieving success. Using visualization can be a helpful technique for forming new habits. According to Dr. Tara Swart, a neuroscientist, visualizing yourself successfully performing a new habit can help prepare your brain for the actual behavior through mental rehearsal. When you picture yourself regularly practicing the new habit and reaping its rewards, you boost your confidence and develop a favorable connection with the behavior. Visualization is a useful tool for anticipating challenges and strategizing how to overcome them. It can enhance your resilience in the face of obstacles. When you consistently imagine yourself achieving success, you strengthen your dedication to the habit and improve the likelihood of integrating it into your life for the long term. Number 13. Embrace the joy of achievements. It's important to acknowledge and appreciate the progress you've made, even if it's just a small step forward. This can really help to keep you motivated and inspired. Teresa Amabile, a professor at Harvard Business School, suggests that acknowledging small achievements can create a positive cycle of motivation and progress. Hey there! Recognizing your efforts is important because it boosts your confidence and reinforces the behavior, which encourages you to keep going. It's nice to remember that celebrations don't always have to be extravagant. Sometimes just a little pat on the back or a small indulgence can be enough. Recognizing and celebrating small victories can have a powerful impact on your motivation, creating a cycle of positive reinforcement that propels you forward. As you continue with this approach, you'll gradually develop a collection of beneficial habits that enhance your personal growth and well-being. With the help of these strategies and expert advice, you'll be able to easily adopt new habits that will greatly improve your life. Just keep in mind that it's important to stay patient, persistent, and adaptable as you start your journey of self-improvement.